Japan just did the unthinkable. Behind closed doors, their government passed a sweeping reform making XRP part of the country's official payment system. Yes, XRP as legal tender. While the world was focused on ETF approvals, SEC lawsuits, and the latest headlines from Washington and Wall Street, something remarkable was quietly unfolding in the East. The global spotlight was fixed on regulatory battles and crypto drama in the West. But behind the scenes, Japan was orchestrating a financial revolution that could reshape the future of digital assets. In early April, a classified memo from Japan's Financial Services Agency, or FSA, began circulating among insiders in the digital finance world. This wasn't just another regulatory update. It was a signal that Japan was preparing to make a bold move, one that could set a new global standard for crypto adoption. According to reports, the memo confirms that the FSA has officially recognized XRP as a regulated digital asset suitable for use in Japan's national payment infrastructure. This is a huge step. It means XRP isn't just legal. It's being positioned as a core part of the country's financial system. Contrast that with the United States, where regulators have been, pretty hostile to crypto. The SEC has been cracking down on exchanges, tokens, and even individual investors, creating an atmosphere of uncertainty and fear. But Japan is taking a completely different path. Instead of fighting crypto, they're embracing it. The government isn't just tolerating digital assets. They're actively integrating them into the country's monetary system, making them part of everyday life for businesses and citizens alike. And at the very center of this transformation, XRP. Why XRP, you might ask? The answer lies with SBI Holdings, a financial powerhouse with deep roots in both traditional banking and the digital asset space. SBI is one of the largest and most influential financial institutions in all of Asia. With a reach that extends far beyond Japan's borders, their influence in the region's financial markets is hard to overstate. But SBI isn't just a partner of Ripple. They actually own a significant stake in the company. This close relationship has allowed them to push for real-world adoption of XRP in ways that few other institutions could. Their CEO, Yoshitaka Kato, has been a vocal and passionate supporter of XRP since as far back as 2017. He's not just a fan. He's been actively advocating for its use at the highest levels of finance and government. And now, after years of groundwork, it's all coming full circle. The pieces are falling into place for a major shift in how money moves in Japan. In a recent internal shareholder call, Kata reportedly revealed that multiple major Japanese banks are preparing to use XRP for cross-border settlements and even for domestic payroll processing. This isn't just a pilot program, it's a coordinated effort among some of the country's biggest financial players. Let that sink in for a second. Employees in Japan could soon be paid in XRP with their salaries processed instantly and securely on the blockchain. This could change how people think about money, savings, and even international work. The quiet revolution in Japan is just getting started, and the world is about to take notice. Here's where things get really dramatic. Japan, a nation known for its economic resilience and technological prowess, is now facing a financial storm unlike anything it's seen in decades. Japan's national currency, the yen, is in free fall. The value of the yen has plummeted, sending shockwaves through global markets and shaking the confidence of investors and citizens alike. In the last 18 months, the yen has hit multi-decade lows against the dollar. Inflation is rising, eroding the purchasing power of everyday people. Bond yields remain negative, making traditional savings unattractive and pushing investors to seek alternatives. And the Bank of Japan is well running out of options. Their answer, innovation. With conventional monetary policy tools exhausted, they're looking for bold new solutions. And according to insiders, the Japanese government is quietly working with Ripple Labs to explore XRP as a digital bridge asset that could stabilize domestic payments and hedge against yen volatility. This partnership could mark a turning point for both Japan's economy and the global crypto landscape. Think about the implications. If a major world economy like Japan adopts a digital asset to support its financial system, it could set a precedent for others to follow. When a fiat currency starts losing credibility, countries typically turn to gold, dollars, or stable coins. These are seen as safe havens in times of crisis, but they come with their own limitations and risks. But Japan may have just chosen XRP. Why? Because XRP is lightning fast, dirt cheap to send, and designed for seamless cross-border payments. It's a digital asset built for the demands of a modern, interconnected economy. It's already integrated with SBI infrastructure, one of Japan's financial giants, and built for enterprise-grade liquidity. This means it can handle massive transaction volumes with ease. And perhaps most importantly, it's battle-tested. XRP has survived regulatory scrutiny and emerged stronger, proving its resilience in the face of adversity. Ripple spent nearly 4 years fighting the SEC and came out stronger than ever. This victory has only increased confidence in XRP's long-term viability. Now Japan sees it as the safest bet in the crypto world, a bold move that could reshape the future of finance, not just for Japan, but for the entire global economy. So how realistic is a 1,000 XRP? Let's do the math. Japan's economy is worth over $5 trillion. If even 10% of that value starts transacting through XRP, we're looking at hundreds of billions in potential demand for the token. XRP's current circulating supply is around 55 billion tokens. If Japan's central banks, companies, and institutions begin buying and holding XRP to power payroll, taxes, and cross-border trade, you'll see demand eat up supply fast. This could create an unprecedented supply shock, the kind that makes crypto exchanges crash just from volume alone. Don't forget, XRP is already integrated into Ripple, which connects financial institutions in over 55 countries. Let's talk about the leak that's causing a storm. An internal pilot program at Mitsubishi UFJ Financial Group, or MUFG, was exposed last week by an anonymous source. The document, well, it was a salary test. It showed company employees receiving a portion of their pay in XRP through Ripple's on-demand liquidity system. The tests included instant XRP Toyin conversion at settlement, blockchain-based tax withholdings, and automated audit trails. This is next-level financial infrastructure, and honestly, it's happening now. The pilot even included early testing of paying government fees, including property taxes, directly in XRP. So is XRP officially a legal tender in Japan? Not publicly yet, but according to crypto attorney Fred R. Poli, Japan's legal definitions of digital assets were quietly updated in late March. And the new language removes XRP from speculative asset classifications and adds it to the National Payments Compatibility Registry. In legal terms, that's a green light. It means XRP can be used in any situation where digital payment assets are allowed, including national commerce, government disbursements, and public service payments. So, while Japan hasn't held a press conference declaring XRP as currency, their regulations now treat it like one. And if a full announcement comes in the next few weeks, it's game over for the old system. We are living in a moment that will be studied for decades. The world is on the brink of a financial transformation, and the decisions being made right now will echo for generations. Japan, a G7 nation with a rich history of innovation, may have just chosen XRP to rescue its economy, replace its outdated financial infrastructure, and reboot its struggling currency in a bold move that could set a precedent for the rest of the world. And the rest of the world is watching closely, waiting to see if this gamble pays off. The question is, are you ready to adapt, to seize the opportunities that come with this seismic shift? This isn't just another altcoin pump or a fleeting trend in the crypto space. This is a global monetary shift, a reimagining of how value moves across borders and between people. The $1,000 prediction for XRP, it might sound wild now, but in a year, as adoption